Hi everyone, so this video is going to be another video in the Confident You series, and this is about not comparing yourself to other women. And I get so many comments saying that I seem so confident, and it really makes me laugh because I think what people perceive on camera is that I seem very confident on camera, and I am confident on camera because, you know, I'm talking about things that I love talking about and I do feel comfortable in front of a camera. But for years I've really struggled with really bad confidence issues, so much that sometimes I'd not go places or not go out because I was, you know, feeling not good enough, not skinny enough, not pretty enough. Normally with me it was not skinny enough though. And I've always really struggled with it, and it makes me really makes me laugh when people say that I seem so confident, because I'm not. I'm a lot better than I am now, than I used to be. Like, I'm a lot better now, but I'm not completely confident. And I think because of that reason, I'm in a good position to kind of know what other people are going through and be able to help, because I have kind of come out the other end of it now. It's taken a while, but I have. And so, you know, I think it's so normal, especially when you're younger, to compare yourself to other women, because you're not sure about you, and the only indication that you have as to what's normal, what's right, is what's sort of perceived by society. And when you look at other girls, whether it's in magazines or on TV or just, you know, girls you went to school with, there's always the girls that, you know, have something that you don't. And I think instead of feeling so inadequate and like you don't fit in and jealous about them, you've just got to say to yourself that yes, there are always going to be girls who are prettier than you, who are skinnier than you, who are, you know, have more success with men than you, who are taller than you, who have longer legs than you, who have bigger boobs than you. And there's always going to be, that's just the nature of the world. But what you have to remember is all these beautiful skinny long leggy girls haven't got something that you have, and we're all completely individual. And, you know, something that you might have that's really beautiful about you, someone else doesn't have. And all these girls that you think are so confident and beautiful and skinny, you'll find out that they've got things that they are really not confident about as well. Normally they're really silly, annoying things like their knees or their ears, and you just think, shut up. But, you know, insecurities are insecurities. It doesn't matter what form they take. And you've just got to remember that everyone feels like that at some point, and the only person who can get you out of feeling like that is you. No one else can do it, only you can do it. And you have to want it badly enough to be able to pull yourself out of it and sort of rise above it. Because I can remember times where I'd gotten dressed to go out and I didn't feel I looked nice, and I knew that there were going to be girls who, you know, had my idea of the perfect body and were gorgeous. And I remember just crying and not going. I didn't go to, I think it was someone's party or something, because I didn't feel that I was good looking enough to go. And that is the most ridiculous thing to feel like, but that was just what the situation was. And, you know, the kind of perception of beauty nowadays is slim, you know, big boobs, very sexy and all that kind of thing. And we're not all like that, and we shouldn't all be like that, because then it would be a really boring place. And I think, you know, you have to just, in order to pull yourself out of that, you have to think, yes, there are always going to be girls who are, you know, prettier than me, but there's something about me that's unique that they haven't got, and you need to find what that thing is. And I think these days as well, it's kind of changing, where there's a lot of celebrities and that you can take good examples from, and you need to kind of focus on really healthy role models. So for example, if you're very skinny and you feel like you're too thin and no curves and that kind of thing, there are enough celebrities out there who, you know, are like that and have their insecurities, I'm sure, and they look great and they feel confident, and you need to kind of take inspiration from that. Whereas if you're curvy, for example, like I am, I find that things like Marilyn Monroe, for example, this is just a book fragments, I find that really, really helps me, because I can look at photos of her and I just think she was so beautiful, and you know, her body was so amazing, and I just look at her and I think, well, you know, if I can look at her and think that she's amazing, what's wrong with me? That kind of very curvy, very just womanly look, where you're kind of taught to not really love it these days. But for example, things like this photo right here, you need to take inspiration from celebrities who, you know, have that kind of similar thing. And I think, you know, if you're curvy, then people like Jennifer Lopez, Beyonce, Kim Kardashian, for example, who are willing to talk about it, and who, you know, have got body problems and who have got cellulite and that kind of thing, and are willing to talk about it, are just so great, because, you know, whether we like it or not, we're so influenced by celebrities these days. And when you see someone like Kim Kardashian right here, for example, who just looks so beautiful and curvy and is proud of it and hasn't got a problem, but yeah, does have days where, you know, you're a bit fat and you're not feeling that confident and that kind of thing. And don't forget that I'm sure they feel like that sometimes when because they're in a society with all their other celebrity friends who are, you know, incredibly skinny and can wear amazing clothes. And if you've got a little bit of, you know, big hips and that, you can't always, and you've got to just put it into proportion. I know it sounds like a little bit of a patronising thing to say, but it is about proportion. You've got to think, you know, yeah, there are always going to be girls that are prettier than me, but there's nothing you can do about that. There's nothing you can do about that. And you've got to just make the best out of you and try and see the positive and take inspiration from women like this, as opposed to women who, you know, you don't have anything in common with. And I think that that is just the most important thing that anyone could do, and it'll come to you when you're ready. That kind of confidence will just come to you. And I know it seems like far away now, but I just wanted to say as well that I get so many messages from people saying that these kind of videos have really helped them and I've made them feel better and I've helped them, and I just want to say thank you so much. I read every single message, every single comment, and every time I read them I just feel so touched and happy that, you know, if I've made the slightest bit of difference to one girl, then I'm more than happy. And I get loads of great feedback and girls saying that I've really helped them, and because I've suffered from it, I really, really want to help other people with it as well. And I just wanted to say a huge, huge thank you, and I love you all, and I hope that I've, you know, helped and made things a little bit better for everyone who's watching. And that's it really. I'm gonna go now. I've been rambling for a while, but I will see you all soon, and I hope you have a lovely weekend. Bye bye.